we are cool. I think we have to continue working on the design system today. And here's a chat just for the sake of it, in case I need to reply to somebody. And let me just check whether it is working or not. Cool. In Kick, it is working fine. In here, it is not working fine for some reason. I don't know why. For the first time, it worked, but moving forward, it is not working. Like something else starts, right? And this is different from like this. Anyways, let's see. View live in control room. Let's go and remove this. And let me just edit it out. Pretty sure. Yeah. This is powered by this. Not good for the SEO. This has to be education. This has to be this. Playlist is here. There's no tags either. Okay, let me just check the tags. Where is the tag? Where's the tag? The content. I have to go here and I'll simply copy paste the tags from this one. Pretty sure it was good. Most likely I will also be having like color system, typography system. So let's remove this so that there's no double or triple voices, and I think we are good to go. Here also I think we are good to go. Let's see, everything is streaming fine, and this is my chat window, and I can just remove this, open this, and that is approved. All right, so this will be a half an hour long, I believe so. But anyways, let's directly go to welcome to dev mode, back to design mode. Okay, so the thing is, like we talked yesterday, first I have changed the places, so there could be some sort of a echo, don't mind it. Second is basically that today I'll just start working on the design component. Okay, so basically the design system thing is that I want to create a philosophy website which is named as philosophy testing. That's number one. Second is that this design system is basically where I will be creating a bunch of atoms for the atomic components for the design, so that I can actually utilize them later during this entire design part. The reason why I want to build the design system first and then the design in the Figma and then go to the code is because that is much easy. Once the design is complete, you don't have to think during the coding part. So that is the fundamental points here. All right. Okay. Sorry. So let's start with the color system. There's a thing that I would like to have. One more thing. I have no idea. This is the first time that I am building design system. Not to mention, I have no idea a lot of things that you can actually do in Figma. Okay, I'm not a designer, I'm a developer, so just don't mind that. Think of it like what exactly I am looking at it from the developer's perspective, rather than that I will create the entire thing. I will only create as much as I think is necessary. Okay, let's start with this. There's a there's a site called realtimecolors.com, which is something that I was messing around today, and I'm not feeling good either. So still, whatever I could find, I was just messing around this entire thing. And kind of like you can actually go and randomize the color, and I kind of like find this color much better, right? For example, I know this text now, this background, and if I change this like so, again I will get the dark and all of that. So let's just look into this only. Not Also, the other thing that I wanted to look into was this TailwindCSS. This is something that I will be using, so most likely this will help me to during the design system part. Why? Because it has a bunch of things that you can actually utilize. For example, if I go to colors in the customization, I have this, right? And so let's start with the colors. I might change it later, but for now, let's start with the colors. So there are a bunch of colors that we actually can utilize. Let me just make it as 36 first. Okay, I'll start with the neutral colors. Okay, now we'll look into what these things actually mean, but for now I'm just placing it like this, and then I'll say I need a primary color. The actual spelling is this, so there we go, primary colors. And then we have this, let's call it secondary colors. And the reason why I'm saying it as colors is because I want white, and then I want kind of like a black maybe. But let's see, there's a secondary color. Then we will have yeah, success, neutral color, not this, success. And after success, let's have errors. Okay, then we can have warnings. I think this much is kind of like enough, success and all this warnings. And maybe one more, which is basically some sort of like a shades, right? And shades are like very this is the easiest one. So for example, I can just have one this for the shade and call it as FFF. Let me make this a little bit like so. Okay, and in the shades there's a rectangle which I will have as 100. So this is one of the shade that I want to have, not this. And let the other shade be simply black. Okay, so hopefully I'm doing good. Okay, but yeah, let's go to this. And there's a primary color, there's a text color, there's a background, secondary color, accent, things like that are already present here. So yeah, text color, background color, maybe we can utilize this. Let's see, this is the text color. So secondary color, success, errors, warnings, neutral colors. Yeah, for the neutral colors, what I will do is basically you can, I'm thinking like if it is a text, then I can just place it in the neutral colors. Now I may be completely wrong, I may be completely like out of the whack, but I think that should do the trick. So let me just copy this, paste it like so, go back to this, get the color, and simply go here, paste it. Okay, so that's going to be my text. On the other hand, what I can do is like this is 030D something, so 03 or something here, right? Or 0D and things like that. So let's see, do we have 03 or something? Because it's much better that I simply use this, right? Because these colors are quite great, to be honest. They're quite great rather than utilizing. So maybe I can go with the gray, and let's go with the gray this way. And then we have this background color, which is FAFCFF. So let's see, what can I do? FAFCFF. In the zinc it says this, but there's a gray color. Let me put it like this. I think the background color can be F9FAFB, and we can take this entire palette for the neutral colors instead, rather than using this. I mean, this is good for the hint, but let me just check this out then. Here we go. In the background, I can just copy it, go here, background. Yeah, this looks cool. Then in this is a primary color. In the blue section, pretty sure there's a blue section. And what is the color here? 3E. Let's see. There's nothing here. There we go. Here is the 3, some sort of like a 3 shade. So let me copy this and I'll make it like this. And then in the accent, it's 2-1. So is it 2-1? Let's copy this one instead. As you already could have guessed, I have no idea about all these things. I'm just copy pasting a lot of things. D. There's nothing there, so let's see. D. But in terms of blue, here it is, D. This looks much better though, but let's see. If I put it like so, yeah, this is bad. This looks better, I guess, then. Yeah, this is better. So yeah, this is kind of like looks good. So I'll do just that only. I'll just create a neutral color. I'll create, oh sorry, yeah, I'll create 1, then I'll create 2, then 3, this is like 5, then I can create this as 5 like this, and I might have to, you know, stretch it out. Okay, we can remove this somewhere. We'll look into it later. Okay, so something is wrong here. Okay, this should do the trick. Let me just go to the gray part and start copying and pasting this. That's all I will do, nothing else. Not the slate. I did not like slate that much. I mean, previously I used to do some sort of like a slate thing, but then I was like, no. I'm pretty sure my voice is also like a little bit less. Okay, here we go. Which one is it? I think I have to go with this, right? Yeah. Now, the fundamental problem is that with digital colors is something that I found just by observing, is that based on your screen colors, right, the color look different. Like for example, if I am using it in, I don't know, 3, 4, 4B34134343, right? Yeah, what I'm saying is that if I'm using it in, like, looking at the color in this monitor versus my mobile versus, let's say, a Mac, everything will be different, right? It's not going to be same. There will be some sort of like a difference that is going to be present there, and that actually makes it like a little bit tricky, to be honest, to make things work. This should do. Yeah. Okay, so that's my neutral colors that I basically would be looking into or utilizing, right? Then let's come to the primary colors, and I can just copy this, paste it like this. And primary colors can also be like, there's a primary color for um let's go here. If I change this, right, 0950, and this is different, whereas this is different, right? So basically both of them will have a different say. Now, do I want the dark mode or not? That's one of the fundamental thing. But let's start with the primary color. I mean, why can't we have the primary color like this and this here as well? I mean, nothing is like wrong anyways, right? uh, there's no reason to actually separate it out. Maybe yes in this, but also this, let's go and put this one to this background and put this background color to this text. Cool. So that's about it, and this is my secondary color. I think this is good to go. Yeah, this is fine. Don't see any problem there. All right, okay. Okay, so do we have anything here? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so I mean, this looks good. Um, if I remember correctly, I mean, there will be some sort of like a problem if I don't change few things. For example, first of all, should be doing it like this. Maybe like this. Hmm, let's make it 100, and let's make this as 280. Same goes here, 280, and let's make it 100. Similarly, 280, 100. Uh, 280. Okay, and this is also 280, and this will be 100. Make it like this. Yeah, cool. Remove this, copy like so, Mm-hmm. Too much repetition, yeah. But I don't know whether I can actually utilize like a song at the background or not, because technically speaking, I'm streaming in both Kick and YouTube, so copyright situation could happen. But here we go. So this is, I should be able to have a 100, and this should be approximately, let's say 12, maybe not 12. Let's have 14, which is going to be like 100. Not bold. Let me make it like regular, like this. Okay. Um. Second is that I will have to make this as like this. So make it like 50. Then have it like this. Hopefully this is fine. And then let's name it something. So in Tailwind it's gray, but we can have the name of a custom name, which we can say BG neutral 50, and that should do the trick for us, right? Let's see, do we have a neutral here or not? No. Cool. So we can just when we will build our like design system in Tailwind, we can just copy paste this, rename this entire thing. So now I can just simply select it like so, group them, and copy paste this like this. All right, so copy paste it like so, copy paste it like so, copy paste it like this. Pretty sure it's going to work. 100. Okay, let's see. This is going to be 100. This is going to be F3, F4, F6. And this will be 100. Yeah, now that I remember, uh, designer friends did say it takes approximately months when they actually build something like this for a big company. Though I don't need to spend a month. I mean, I'm not that going to be in that much depth, right? So this is like 300. This is going to be my 300. I just want it to be as, not this D1 or something. I simply want to utilize it for my, quick, for my project, basically. Let's make this, this. Let's have it as copy, paste, and this will be so. And then we can just copy this like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. And this will be basically 500, 500, back, 500, like this. Oh, one more thing. basically I want to also be as accessible as possible while I am designing the website, and make the website as performant as possible, right? Not just so that everything is like working fine, at least everywhere. So that's the idea, by the way. So it's not something that I just want to create and forget. um yeah, so it has to be accessible as well. And therefore, during the design process, I mean during this entire process of selecting the colors and everything, one thing that the color mixture has to pass is the WCAG. So for example, there's a thing called WCAG guidelines. They 2.2 got released around this one, got released around 5th October, this month only. So yeah, I will be following that as well. It's not going to be just making anything that comes to my mind, right? And 900 till 900 is fine. There's no need for this as well. It doesn't make sense. Maybe sometimes like utilizing, but this much is kind of like enough. See, also, if you look here, this is 11827 and this looks quite dark, right? 11827. And if you look here, this is not that dark. Even if I put it like this, there it is. Here. Something got messed up. Where is it? Where is it? Not stone. Here. See, this and this, it little bit difference, right? So yeah, one thing that I should be doing is perhaps share this as well, like I'm live. Life building philosophy, dusting here, dusting, watch here, and this should do the trick. Let me just paste it like this. Build in public as well. Build in building in public. There we go. Okay, I can now close this. There's nothing on this end, right? Yeah, nothing there. Cool. So that takes care of this part, which is like the, hopefully that takes care of the neutral colors. Also, I don't like this enter font at all. Yeah, I mean, don't like it, to be honest. One thing that I might do is now work sans, let's say this is much better for me. Regular, now we can just remove it to this. A little bit of bold is fine, and that should be the trick. Now here's the thing, the moment I change this font, there's nothing I can do about this, right? So this is why the design system will come in handy as well later. Anyways, now let's go with this primary colors, which I will put it like so. Make it as 32, make this as work sans, much better. Cool. And this is going to be again 280 by 100 pill. And let's see, what should I make this? Here it says the primary color is this way. Or do I want that to be sky blue, or do I want it to be just blue? Primary color is 09 something something. So this is like 08. There's nothing like 09 there. Mm, this also works, but it's a block. So for the block, either some sort of like a stone system works fine. I mean, this would have been much better. Oh, look at that. We also have a neutral, this entire range of neutral. Okay, let's try this. It's going to be a copy paste, like a lot of like situation is going to be trial and error. And the background should be this. Secondary color is fine, accent is fine. Let me put it like so. So this shall now become as 5 doesn't make sense. Then the background, let's go with this. What about this? This is much better. In the secondary color, this is also good. And we have the primary color as 3C8 something. So let's go with this primary color of blue. Primary color of blue, which is 3B if I am correct. And this is 2,4, so 2,5. Let me put it this only. And when I change this is, let's put it as 2,5 here as well, and 3B. So 1,4,2,5. I think this just changes itself. Yeah, it keeps on changing. So anyways, let's go with these two. I mean, I can go with this for the accent, and maybe this for the primary color. Let's go with this with the primary color. Let's see. Right, and accent can be even like hard. Cool. So I'll go with this, the blue of this as a primary color. So let's change this. This is the blue color that I want to use as a primary. And if later I want to change things, I can just simply change it later. All I have had to do is basically change these, right? And that should change this entire wherever I am using it, right? So that works during the design system as well as during the development. Okay, so that is one. Now the secondary color is something that I will go with this. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with the secondary that way. But I think one primary is enough. Whether I'm using, let's see, 1D and 1E. Let me change this. So this is going to be 1D and this is going to be 1E. Yeah, works pretty good in my opinion. So both of them are fine. Now in the secondary phase, this is also fine. Here, however, there's a OA and there's a 0, 1, 1, 1. So we are using something called this. Let's see if I go here and change this, right? Like so. This is my secondary and my background could be this. Yeah, this is also quite better, I believe. Let me check if I inspect this. Like this, so it is 6.38. This is 16.99, 14.06, 8.46. This is also good, so cool enough. And when I put it like this, yeah, it is good. I think this should suffice this entire thing. Okay, what about the success? Well, I mean, secondary color, do I need secondary color? I mean, this is a primary color and this is the secondary color. Let's see, do I need secondary color? Hmm. Secondary color is going to be like two of them, and pretty sure the primary color is also going to be two of them. So group them, bring them here, remove this, bring them right here, and ungroup them. This is going to be first another one, and that will be accent. So put it like this. Now in the secondary color system, I should be able to make it as 32, make this as walk sans. We will have two of them as well. Secondary color will, the reason why there are two of them is because one is for dark, one is for, and also what I'm using here, yeah, I think I used this and this. One F 2937, and this is 11. Yep. So for the background I'm using that, and for the secondary color I'm using this. So for here I'll just paste it like this, and then here I'll go to CD1. So we are in the blue zone. We'll use this. Now I don't know how much is it like good enough or not good enough, but for me I think this is good to go. This has to be 280, 100. Delete, copy this like so, and we can just drag it out. So these, I am thinking of using them as shadows and all of that. All right, for the success colors, I'm thinking of going with 5 of them. I'll tell you why. I mean 5 shades of them. Maybe I will require them later, but for now, also let it be like this. Cool. Now we can use it like this, like this. Okay, so this I can simply go to some green color because most people like green anyways. And maybe from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe from there to there. Let's go with this only. Don't know why, but we'll see later if there's anything else that is required. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One more thing. I'll name everything here later as well. So these are like my success. Now I can remove this. I can remove this. Just group them together for now. Make it a frame. Then make it another frame. And this time make it as errors. Make this as wants. Work sans like so. Okay, so that is like warning, and this is going to be work sans like so. And same goes with this, which is going to be work sans and like this. All right, so for the errors, I'll utilize somewhere the red, and from here only. Uh, 2, 3, 4. We'll see. Maybe I should skip 2 or 2 of them. Something like that. 5. We'll see when we design it. We'll look into it. And for the warning, we'll go with the yellow one. Not like it is going to make any sense. This, then we are going to go with, let me regroup, ungroup this. Now it's better. And finally some like this. Okay, and then we had this, which is going to be work sans again, and this will be 32. All right, so I think this should do the trick for the colors. Now, of course, I should be having like okay, I think this should do the entire color situation just fine. And the only thing that I should be worrying about, like finishing everything here. And For the neutral, I don't know, should I just go with the neutral or stone? I mean, there's a neutral already, and then this is a gray, and then this is a stone. Neutral is very much similar to stone, a little bit different. Let's see, if I were to change this to this, anything changed? This is much better, you know. And if I go with this, not this, here the neutral, what about this neutral, just to be a little bit, and this secondary color is hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm, maybe this. This works better. Yeah, this works much better. So I'll just change this entire thing instead, like this. Uh, FA. Then wait a minute, this is 200. 200, D4, one is 300. Yep, this is wrong. So D4. And this is 400. Figured. Okay, this is 500. Then we have 600. Let's go with the 600. 700. Uh, 600. Finally, 800. Okay, so that was the 900, and maybe 950 is something that I might be using. Yeah, let's go with the secondary color. Where's the, what am I using here? 171717. And this is it. um let's create one more. Like this. Let's call it 950. um and this is E8, 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 and the background becomes F5, 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 which is basically F5, 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 and E8, E8. So not this. I am pretty sure it was somewhere like um yeah, this is much better. Let's this. And I don't know, should I go with violet or something? I mean, this looks fine, these two. Let's go with them only. And for the success thing, I'll skip it a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I should do this. So 1, 2, which is like, this is what? DCFC? Yeah. So this should become this. And now this should become this. Now this should become this. Finally, this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Things like that. Errors similar. Go up. This is fine. This. Ungroup. This. Then 500. Then 700. Finally 900. Right. Similarly, the warning. So for the warning, yeah, let's go with this only. This, then I think it was FD. So this will become 500, 700, and 900. definitely not going to be using these. We'll see, maybe this and this works. This works. Yeah, so this is kind of like done. Let's name these as well. So we'll tackle this. Just copy paste it like here, 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 here. Make this as so. This so I'm doing this using Alt, pressing the Alt and simply dragging using the mouse. How do I know that? I just tried it and it worked. I mean, during this live stream only. So there you go. Nothing much to be honest. All right. Now, if you noticed in the beginning, I was doing copy pasta, which is then all of a sudden by mistake I just did using Alt because my key pressed there and it worked. Yeah. All right. Hopefully everything is going to be fine. Yeah, let's see. So these are like a shades and this. Now let me just go and name this. So in the primary color we used blue somewhere below, which was this 700 ID. Yeah, so this and this was blue 700. Okay, 700. I'll do it with this. This was definitely blue 800. Blue 800. Copy. Yep. Cool. Similarly, in the painting, this was DBEA something, so DBEA, which was blue 100. So let me make it so blue 100, and this will be simply 100. Finally, this is literally the same thing, which is this one. Ungroup. This, copy, drag it like this. Hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm creating a bunch of problems. And this is my secondary color. Then in the success is 100, 300, and so and so. So let me just go and do that. 100, 100, and this is definitely green. Then this is 300. This is green. 300. This is 500. Green 500. This is 700. This is 900. Green 7. Okay, ungroup like so. Green, this is DCFE something. $300, which is this. Then you have 500, which is this. Then you have 15 something something. And finally you have this, which is so. Okay, now similarly I'll have to do the same with this. 100. This is red 100. 300. Red 300. 500 is fine. Red. Go back in the red zone, copy this. This is 100. This is yellow 100. Let me copy this. 300. Yellow 300. Yellow 500. Yellow 700. Yeah, done. I mean, hopefully done. Yeah, everything is now done. This is how it will look. And so basically I will tidy up all these things by tomorrow. We'll create a bunch of things here base, and we'll see what we can do here. I mean, this is all the color palettes, color system thing. I think I have already done everything. There's nothing that I can do here. Yeah, no, I can do something. Like for example, I can select this now, and then in the fill I can add it. I can name this color. So let's call it BG neutral 50, or rather than BG neutral 50, I mean, this is the background, so it's neutral 50 only. So let's call it neutral slash 50. Color color 50. This is just a color. Create a style. So that's one. Go here, fill, create another one. Let's call it neutral slash 100. Color, create a style. Then this, fill, library, then neutral slash 200. Similar here is color. Maybe I'm not, like, I don't know whether I'm doing it correct or not, but I think this is how it works. Within the neutral, I will have color name, and then I will describe it as color. And within the neutral, it's like doing so many things. Then here it is again going to fill, library, neutral 400. And when I'm doing it like so, basically I can utilize these later for my component. That's my hope. Neutral, let me just copy this slash the whole thing. This is 500 color, and create the style, create a library, neutral 600 color, create the style, fill, we'll create a library, neutral 700 color, create the style. This is going to be neutral 800, create the style, fill, this is going to be neutral 900, create the style. Finally, this is going to be neutral 950, create the style, like so. For this, I'll do it one more time. This time, rather than neutral, I'll say primary 700 color, create the style. Similarly, this will be yeah, it will come inside the primary. So primary slash 800, and that will be again color. Okay, now what, similarly, let's go with the secondary. We'll say secondary slash 100. Rather than 100, this is most likely light. And here also, when I click on this, like here, I'll say secondary dark, right? Is the color cool enough? But this one I'll say edit. Want to edit it rather than saying this. Let's call it primary color itself. And this I can say accent, right? This is much better. And then here it will be again going to be success followed by 100, maybe light, maybe lighter, then light, then medium, then yeah, let's go with that. But this is much fine. And this is also color. Let's create another one which is success 300 color. Another one success 500 color. Another one success 700 color. And final one success 900 color. So we have so many inside the success. We have primary, we have secondary, we have success, we have neutral. Now these as well inside the errors. So created errors error slash 100 color. This is going to be error slash 300 color. This is going to be error slash 500 color. This is going to be error slash 700 color. And error slash 900 color. Now what I will do later is basically I will be using these colors, right? So I will say within the error within this, and then hopefully whenever I change color here should change things throughout. That's the hope. So let's go with that, right? I mean, technically speaking, this is what happens. 100 color. Am I still streaming or not? Yeah, I am still streaming. Cool. Okay, so back to this, huh? Okay. So this is going to be 1 slash 300 color, and this is going to be 1 slash 500 color, right? Then 700 color slash 700 color. And finally this is going to be 1 dash 900 color. Similarly here it will be shades dash white color, and this will be shades dash black, not block, black color. All right, so these are my color palettes which I have like created, right? Neutral, primary, secondary, and all of that color styles, and these are all local for now, which is fair enough. Now technically what should happen is, like for example, if I create a new rectangle, okay, and then rather than this filling like this, okay, I go to my library and then I select, say, let's select this black, because it is much easier to understand, right? And I say shades of black is this black. Now at the very end, let's say I wanted to change the color throughout my entire design system. I don't like black, maybe I don't like what I'm using here, right? So the thing is that if I come to this, right, and like this, and if I change the color itself, say I make it red, okay, let's see, this should not be okay. So when I click on this and if I make it say this, my idea is that this should also change, right? So how that can be done, I'll look into it later, but basically that's the idea. And I immediately, the idea was, the first idea is ki now that I have all these color palettes, I don't have to remember them, right? I can create any component and I can just choose whatever the color I want, and this will be always perfect. So that's first idea. And then based on that, when I'll be creating a component out of it, right, this is like an atom, and but I will be creating, let's say, a button component out of it, then that what will happen is, that is one of the things that I have to create anyways, like buttons, accordions, labels, input fields, things like that. And when I change anything in those components in one place, the entire structure should change throughout my entire site. So things like that is what I am thinking of, and this is what the design system actually helps us to do. So for in this entire thing, this was just a color thing, right? And what I will do is that all these groupings, I'll name it by the time that we are back tomorrow, and I'll just show you guys what all these like namings are, and that's about it. And then basically we'll start with, rather than the colors, we'll create something called typography, and we'll start with that. So yeah, see you tomorrow, I guess. And a little bit of update, and that update is basically that in my channel, YouTube channel, you'll find that if I just go to my Twitter, you'll find that I have already uploaded this. This is a version 4, I mean 4th video in this Next.js app router series. So by all means, go and watch it. There are four videos here. Tomorrow more videos will be coming, and the idea here is by the end of this you will know how to optimize it as well, right? The accessibility, performance, and all of that thing. You will have some sort of like a blog. I mean, it's a very dummy blog, but you will have some sort of like a conceptual blog, how you can actually create it, what you can do, a bunch of things in this entire app router, things like that. And there's a section which will be optimization, and there's a section called for the SEO, which is metadata API. So both of them are like good. So yeah, wait for them. And yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully tomorrow let's meet again. Okay, cool. So time to end this entire video. Too long, but yeah, let's see, should